Hey all you sim friends out there, this is Darth Femme coming at you with another speed build. I've been having a lot of complications with my computer, with editing. It's been so slow and driving me nuts. So my stop motion videos are just taking a crazy long time to edit, but I will continue to try to do so. I actually just ordered more memory for my computer, so I think that might be the problem. So until I could get a new computer, that's going to have to do for now. But back to the build. I feel like this was really out of the box for me doing this build, because every time I do something in Sulani, it's always like very tropical hut type thing. And I was like, you know what? I'm kind of in the mood to do a modern tropical vibe. So I ended up doing some research online, and I found a really awesome modern home that looked like it was in some tropical location, and I kind of just got my inspiration from there and just made it into my own. And I am so pleased with how this came out. I love it. I'm not a modern type girl by any means. I really don't care for modern furniture or like modern homes, really. Like, I just feel like they're not very warm and inviting. They're kind of stark and cold looking. So I find it funny that I do a lot of modern in my builds for The Sims, because I'm in real life like complete polar opposite of that. So but yeah, I always say this literally every time I do a video, but I think this might be my favorite build. I don't know. I mean, my last one, the coastal house, was amazing. I think it came out so good, and I love coastal anything. I'm not too far from the Jersey Shore, and I love the houses there. Like, I wish I could have a house on the shore. But like I've said in previous builds, Sulani and anything like Hawaiian or Polynesian, I just love it. I love the colors. I love everything about it. So to put a modern house in here was very different for me, and I really stepped outside my comfort zone with this one. But I just am obsessed, and I love anything I put in Sulani, because Sulani is amazing, and all the content in it is amazing, and I'll never stop obsessing over it because it's just so pretty, and I just want to go back to Hawaii so bad. I say this every time. But anyway, so basically I was just trying to originally I was going to make this into a 2-bedroom, because I feel like my family houses do really well. People seem to really like them, but I don't know, I'm just like, I really like 1-bedroom houses and one story houses. I feel like once I extend up into the 2 and 3 stories, it's like, well, I mean, other than being very time consuming with my stop motions, I mean, my coastal house took forever because my editing program just decided not to work properly, and the editing took like 6-7 hours, which is insane. Normally it only takes like 1 or 2. Ugh, so frustrating. So I was like, I really need to do a speed build, even though people don't really seem to like the speed builds. I'm doing it anyway because it's easier in certain ways, harder in some, easier in some, but I feel like I'm definitely getting better with this speed. This only took me like 2.5 hours, and I got it down to like a 19-minute video, which is a miracle for me, because my last speed build I had to break up into 2 parts, which I really don't want to do, and I don't think people really like that, because it's kind of annoying. You got to wait for the next part, or it's good to just have it all compacted into one video, I think. But well, that's what I did. So, and it ended up being a 1-bedroom because I really wanted to make a spacious bathroom and a spacious bedroom, and I wanted to make it like very luxurious. So it's like a luxurious, modern, tropical oasis. And if I had the money, I would totally live in a place like this. But I am poor currently. I am not working, but neither are a lot of people. But not talking about that, because I'm tired of talking about it. I'm tired of hearing about it and reading about it and dreaming about it, and I just can't. Like, I have been inside longer than most people in quarantine because I haven't worked, and since like November. And I got married in November. I had my honeymoon in December. And then since then, I just kind of been laying low. And then I finally did get a job, but I can't start it because everything is closed. So I've literally been quarantined since like November, even though I technically like wasn't quarantined, but like I didn't really go out much and I wasn't really doing much. And I started my YouTube, I think like end of January. So I basically just been home like on The Sims. So I'm kind of getting like a little batty at this point. And I just, it's time. So I kind of hope that people will just start listening and we can get out. And that's it. So yeah, anyway, back to the build. I'm not the best landscaper there is, so I'm always trying to like figure out ways to fill in like areas. I really hate like a big open blank space. It drives me nuts. And I just couldn't figure out for a while what to put in here, and then finally I was like, oh, I'll just put a pond. And I think it looks good, I think. I feel like I go a little crazy with the plants every time I'm in Sulani. Like I just want to put tons of them around, and I feel like it ends up looking really pretty though, because it gives the house some color. It's not a very colorful house from the outside, but it kind of adds that little pizzazz to it. So the house that I actually found online, they actually provided a floor plan, and I kind of followed it a little bit. Not exactly, actually it looks a lot like it, but I changed a bunch of stuff. But oh well, before I get into that, as you could see here, I have artwork from the gallery, which I don't believe is custom content. They don't consider it custom content, but I should start listing the creators of these in my description, because I don't know when you download these houses if the artwork comes along if it's from the gallery. I mean, I would assume it does. I've actually never tried, so I will definitely start doing that though, in case anyone wants to know. But I just basically type in like artwork and look like, or like tropical artwork or whatever I'm trying to work on, and then, you know, I wish it was easier to find artwork on the gallery. I feel like it's kind of difficult, but I found these in the gallery and I love them. I filled the whole house with them. So for the living room, I did not put a TV. I felt like the living room was kind of in an awkward place. You could see here, I was trying to figure out the TV situation, but I was like, you know what? It just looks weird. And I don't know. I don't really like it there. So, I ended up putting a TV in the bedroom, and I put like a little bench in front of the bed so they can sit and watch TV if they choose to. And then I also added an office, which you'll see. But it is kind of an awkward spot to put the couch and the table. I feel like when you walk in, it's like, oh, you're gonna like stub your toe on the on the table. But I didn't know where else to put it, and it's all right. It's really not a big deal. I put too much thought into my builds, because I'm like, oh, like if a sim goes here, then this is gonna happen. And I'm like, they're not actually alive. So, but as you can see here, originally, I was going to make a large kitchen, but I was like, what am I supposed to put in this kitchen? Like, really? So, because I already have the dining room table, I wasn't going to put another table in there. It's only 2 Sims. So I cut it in half, or cut a piece off, and I turned it into an office, which I ended up really liking. But I like how the kitchen came out. At first, I was just kind of frustrated because I feel like with modern builds, I don't really like to clutter a lot with modern builds, because modern is very clean, and I always feel like I have to clutter stuff up a lot. I feel like people like clutter. I do like clutter, but I feel like if I don't add any clutter, it just kind of looks bland and boring. So that's why I added these shelves here, and I put some stuff on there, but it kind of still looks clean, but added a little bit more to it. And I'm pretty pleased with how the kitchen came out. It's cute. And I like the big windows. I'm always a fan of the big windows in any modern build, and always with Sulani builds, I always put the big windows in. So we need more clutter. I say this every time too. We need more clutter because there's not enough stuff. Like, I feel like I'm always putting the same things on the shelves, like the glasses. Like, I don't know what else to put. I'm running out of ideas. So I blanked. I don't know what I'm gonna say. Anyway, yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how this looks, though. I think it's pretty cute. But as you could see, once I get to the office, I think the office came out really cute. Like, at first I was just like, oh, it's kind of small. Like, I don't really know what to do with it. But somehow it always ends up coming together in a way that I really like. And like I've said, I think in the last speed build that I need to like just start trusting my creativity and just like go with the flow. And I really just tried to let go with this one. Like, yes, I referenced a picture, but I didn't really look at anything else. I kind of just went with how I thought things should be inside the house. And I think it all went really well. Like, it seems very like modern tropical. That's the look I was going for, the modern tropical. And I don't know, I do like the fish tank there. I feel like I kind of wanted to try to get it in the wall more, but I think it came out okay with the fish tank. I don't know, when I pictured the Sims living here, I'm not really sure. Like, usually I think of like a story in my head of who they are and what they do for a living, and I kind of thought maybe one of them would be like a guitarist. That's why I put the guitar in the corner, and maybe she's like a makeup artist, because you'll see later on I clutter up her little makeup table. And here I was trying to get a little creative with the closet, but it was not going to how I wanted it to go. So I didn't realize that when I put in that big closet that it sticks out from the outside. So I was like, nope, that's gotta go. So I ended up just putting the makeup table there because this whole closet situation was just going awry. And I just didn't, it's kind of like an awkward space in the bedroom because I got these like little corners. But I ended up filling it up pretty well. And I usually like get frustrated with the bigger bedrooms in The Sims because I like never know what to put in them. But it's funny, I recently downloaded the Moschino pack, and it's funny because I still don't have everything yet. I think there's only 3 stuff packs left that I haven't downloaded yet because they're like ones that I really don't care for. I think it's like the toddler, the pets, and there's one more. The spooky stuff? Yeah, I don't know. But I've been meaning to download the Moschino pack, and you'll see I put a couch on the other side with the Moschino couch, and I am obsessed with the Moschino stuff pack. And even though it's very modern and I really don't like modern in real life, I think it's a great pack. I feel like it's very versatile. They have a lot of really cool stuff in it. So far I'm really enjoying putting those in my builds. And as you can see here, it's funny, the makeup table is like the most cluttered area in the whole build. That's why I imagined her being a makeup artist. But at first I thought like all the different prints in this room kind of clashed, but once I put the rug in, I felt like everything looked really put together, and it came together really nicely. I really like how the room came out, and I'm just obsessed with this build. I'm not trying to like toot my own horn. I'm not saying like I am the best builder, I did the greatest job, but I don't know. I feel like because it is so out of my comfort zone and it is very out of the box for me, I think that's why I like it so much, because I don't normally like do black floors, and I don't normally do like these crazy prints. I kind of play it safe a lot, but I was like, you know what, let me try something different. And like combining the modern with the tropical, I think is awesome, and I think looks really cool. Like, I think I might have seen 1 or 2 videos of other builds that people have done with like a modern type Sulani build, and I thought they looked so beautiful, and I get why, because I feel like the two go really well together. And I never thought that they did, but when I started researching pictures and different builds and interiors, I was like, wow, it actually is really pretty. So this might be my new thing in Sulani, is doing modern builds. The next build I definitely should do is like a mansion. But recently I just got asked to do a collab, which I'm really excited for. So I started working on that too. So I might not do big builds right now because the collab I'm doing is a huge build. It's huge, but it looks awesome and I'm really excited. It's going to be a stop motion. I can't wait. So we'll see how that goes. So in the meantime, I might just do smaller builds up until then, which I think we're posting them at the end of April. So, but I do have tons of time on my hands. Clearly, I'm not going anywhere. And okay, so for the bathroom, I was trying to figure out for a while how to do this tub shower combination, because as you've seen in my previous builds, if you've seen my previous builds, I really love making my own showers. Because I'm just kind of bored with the showers that we have. And I wanted to do like a really big one. And I was just trying to figure out how to place the tub that it's functional with the shower being the size that it was. And I wanted to add like a little bench in here. I wish we had different shower heads, like a waterfall shower head, because I think that would look awesome. But I love how the shower came out with the windows and everything. It's so big and spacious, and you could have a party in there. Or you could sit and relax if you want. And then, so it's funny, in this corner, I was like, I don't know what to put here. Like, I'll put the towels, and then I was thinking of putting more towels, and I was like, wait, where am I going to put the toilet? And I could have put it on the other side, but then I feel like I wanted to save that space for the sinks. So then I was like, okay, let me put the toilet there. And it ended up working out really well. I think it looks good there. And then the sinks, of course, I added my Jack and Jill sink because I love those. And yeah, I mean, this is pretty much towards the end. I hope I didn't talk too fast. I was just really excited about this build. And I think it just came out so pretty, and I actually haven't played The Sims at all. I've just been building, so I probably will play in it. But thanks so much for tuning in, guys, and I'll probably come out with a stop motion next, as I usually do. I usually rotate. So if you did like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.